Los Angeles, January 15, 1947. A chill wind cut through the city, biting even through thick overcoats. The sun, a pale ghost in the winter sky, did little to pierce the morning haze. On that bleak morning, a discovery would plunge the city of dreams into a nightmare. Betty Bersinger, a local resident, was out for a stroll with her young daughter. They were passing through Leimert Park, its usually vibrant green subdued by the winter chill. Something caught Bersinger's eye, a flash of white against the muted colors of the park. As she drew closer, a chill ran down her spine. It wasn't a discarded mannequin part as she had initially thought. It was a body, severed at the waist, its paleness made all the more stark against the grass. Panic clawed at Bersinger's throat. She shielded her daughter's eyes and rushed to a nearby house to call the police. Her words tumbled out in a panicked rush, each syllable sharp with horror. The operator on the other end struggled to make sense of the frantic call. The police arrived to a scene straight out of a nightmare. The victim lay sprawled on the grass, her lifeless eyes staring vacantly at the sky. This was no ordinary murder. This was a statement, a macabre spectacle that would forever stain the City of Angels. Los Angeles in the 1940s was a city of beguiling duality. On one hand, it was the glamorous realm of Hollywood, a shimmering mirage of silver screens and dazzling stars. But beneath the shimmering facade lurked a darker underbelly. The war's end had brought not only peace and prosperity but also a wave of disillusionment and unrest. Crime rates soared, and a sense of paranoia permeated the city. Whispers of vice and corruption swirled through the back alleys of Hollywood, where powerful studio executives and mobsters rubbed shoulders in smoky back rooms. The LAPD, riddled with corruption itself, was often too overwhelmed or too easily bought to effectively combat the rising tide of darkness. The gruesome murder, with its undertones of perversion and violence, ripped away the veil of glamour, exposing the city's dark heart for all to see. The Black Dahlia became an unwitting symbol of the city's hidden sins, a stark reminder that even in paradise, darkness could lurk just around the corner. Elizabeth Short. Born in Massachusetts in 1924, Elizabeth, or Beth as she was known, yearned for a life beyond the mundane. She was captivated by the allure of Hollywood, by the silver screen promises of glamour and escape. With her heart set on stardom, she moved to California, chasing the elusive dream that had lured so many before her. She possessed a fragile beauty, a delicate bloom that belied a steely resolve. Her dark, captivating eyes held a flicker of both vulnerability and ambition, a potent combination that drew people to her. But beneath the surface, Elizabeth carried a weight of personal tragedy. Her life had been marred by loss and disappointment, leaving her with a longing for love and acceptance, a yearning to be seen and recognized. She drifted through the fringes of Hollywood society, working odd jobs, frequenting the same nightclubs and bars as aspiring actors and actresses, all chasing the same elusive dream. But as time wore on, the reality of Hollywood's cutthroat world began to set in. In the months leading up to her death, Elizabeth's life took a downward spiral. Little did she know that her path was leading her not to the stardom she so desperately desired, but to a darkness more profound than she could have ever imagined. News of Elizabeth Short's murder spread like wildfire through the city, igniting a media frenzy the likes of which Los Angeles had never seen. Newspapers clamored for every gruesome detail, their headlines screaming in bold, sensationalized type. The Black Dahlia, as she was soon dubbed, became a morbid obsession, her tragic story providing endless fodder for the insatiable hunger of the press. Theories ran rampant, fueled by speculation and whispered rumors. Every detail, no matter how insignificant, was dissected and analyzed, each article adding another layer to the growing mythology surrounding the case. The lack of concrete leads only served to further fuel the public's imagination, turning the investigation into a macabre spectacle. The LAPD, already under scrutiny for its handling of previous cases, found itself drowning in a sea of public pressure. The relentless coverage transformed Elizabeth Short from a victim into a tragic icon, her life and death dissected and exploited for public consumption. The Black Dahlia case quickly became the LAPD's most infamous unsolved mystery, a haunting testament to the city's dark underbelly and the limitations of its justice system. Seasoned detectives, hardened by years of dealing with the city's criminal element, found themselves confronted with a case that defied easy answers. The killer, a phantom in the night, had vanished without a trace, leaving behind a trail of dead ends and unanswered questions. The investigation was a grueling labyrinth of false leads and dead ends. Hundreds of suspects were questioned, their lives dissected and scrutinized, only to be cleared and discarded. The killer, it seemed, was always one step ahead, a phantom taunting the police with his audacity. Theories abounded, ranging from spurned lovers to vengeful gangsters, but none quite fit the puzzle. The case files grew thicker with each passing day, filled with witness statements, forensic reports, and the growing frustration of a police force unable to bring Elizabeth Short's killer to justice. Decades have passed since that chilling January morning, but the shadow of the Black Dahlia still hangs heavy over the City of Angels. The case, forever etched in the annals of true crime, continues to fascinate and horrify, a macabre reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most glamorous cities. Over the years, countless books, documentaries, and films have attempted to unravel the mystery, each offering its own interpretation of events, each seeking to shed light on the identity of the killer who vanished into the night. The truth, like the identity of the Black Dahlia's killer, remains elusive, lost to the passage of time, a ghost story whispered on the wind.